Two area teams in Class A had byes last week, one being the second-ranked team in the state and the defending state champs. Green Sea Floyds had to wait an extra week, which is probably good because they had an opportunity to relax a little bit, get back to fundamentals, heal up, and prepare themselves for another stretch one, which they hope will end with another state championship. And this football team is good, so I would not be surprised. But they had to play football, and tonight they had St. John's in town to open up their march toward their defense. A.J. Campbell receiving his North-South trophy prior to kickoff, and once things got going, how about the first play of the game? Jaquan Dixon high-stepping his way, just making it look easy. Puts it in cruise control, 6-0, just seconds into the game. Moments later, Bubba Elliott rolls out, hits Dixon in the flats, and the all-zoner doing it again. Follows his blockers and houses yet another one. 12-0 home team without barely any time coming off the clock. After a safety, Dixon scores for the third time in the first quarter. Young man can play some football. That's why he's an all-zoner. 20-0 Trojans after one. We'll go second quarter. The quarterback finally scores, but it's on defense. Bubba Elliott steps in front of the pass, and the young man houses it. Green Sea in command, up 35-0 after that. Well on their way to another victory, cruising tonight 65-0. So the Trojans pick up right where they left off 2 weeks ago, putting the hammer down on their opponents. They pick up their 9th win of the season, and they move on to the third round of the Class A postseason. And that's a pretty impressive showing tonight. And we caught up with head coach Donnie Kiefer after this one to get his thoughts on where his team is and how he feels going into next Friday.
We're going to remain humble and thankful and grateful. I mean, we're not taking anything for granted ever. And, we know that we can be beaten every week. We're not Superman. We don't feel like, we're the end all to be all by any means. We'll keep working hard and try to get better every single week.
And that, my friends, is why this football team is the defending state champs and why I would say it, they're one of the favorites, if not the favorites, to win it again this year. Next week, they got another tough opponent coming in town because now they're turning their attention to C.U. Murray, who won tonight and won handily. They're 5th in the state. They'll come down to Green Sea next week to take on those Trojans. That's a Class A third-round matchup next Friday, the 22nd, 7:30 kickoff. And we'll see how things go. But right now, you got to say the Trojans are looking pretty good. But C.E. Murray would love nothing better than to come in there and knock Donnie Kiefer's club out of the mix. So it's going to be a battle, and we'll be there for the highlights come next Friday.